Wow, yo. I can't say that I expected this because I didn't. But at the same time, I'm not completely surprised. For those of you that watched my live stream yesterday, you know. I don't know if I mentioned it anywhere else, but I always said I wanted one of these wildcard teams to go all the way. I hoped it would have been the Vikings. It wasn't. It might be the Titans. Right now, it is 28-12 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Anything could happen in those 2 minutes and 25 seconds. But for all intents and purposes, it's looking like the Titans are going to walk out of Baltimore, out of the Ravens Stadium, the number one seed in the AFC, with a dominant and true and non-questioned win. The Tennessee Titans, if I can just splurge on them a little and just commend how impressed I am with this team and this organization. Like, for real, first of all, props to them. Props to their defense, first things first, because that's what got them the lead in this game. Because they held Baltimore to 6 points for a majority of the game. The defense of the Tennessee Titans have quietly been good. They've been underestimated by everybody. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise unless they're a Titans fan. But they've been underestimated by everybody. But they've been consistently one of the better defenses in the league for the past 2 or 3 years or so. And the same thing goes for this year. The Tennessee Titans were a defense and run-oriented team, a very old-school team for my Giants fans out there, who I know are like 99% of my watchers. This is the direction that I want us to go in, the direction that Dave Gettleman, our general manager, wants us to go in, and you can see the success that it's having. I mean, the 49ers are essentially the same base type of team, but the Titans, they don't have any big-name players on their defense. They just have good players and a good set of players and great depth. This Titans defensive line and linebacker core and secondary, everybody on their defense played an amazing game today. They caused 3 turnovers. I'm including the turnover on downs, the 4th down. And because of that, when the offense got the ball, Derrick Henry, over 180 yards rushing. He's only one of 5 running backs to ever do that in NFL history. He's the only running back in NFL history to do it 3 weeks in a row. Week 17, wildcard weekend, and now today. 180 yards in each game. And how was he able to do it? On almost 30 carries or something like that? That allowed their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, to not have to be in stressful situations. He's not even at 100 passing yards. But at the same time, he doesn't need to be. Because Derrick Henry is leading this team. He's running through everything. He's leading this team down the field. And Ryan Tannehill is there for the occasional big pass, but mostly just to game manage, and that's okay because it works. Mike Vrabel and this coaching staff, I cannot say how impressed I am with them, and hats off to them. Mike Vrabel, last week after, the great taking penalties on purpose to run out the clock against the Patriots, and then this week, he thoroughly outcoached John Harbaugh on offense and on defense. So shouts out to the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans also. Coaching-wise, they just outcoached their opponents thus far. And this was a team that almost halfway through the season everybody thought was out for the count. They were 2-4 at one point. This team was at one point 2-4, and towards the end of the season, they were fighting for the last playoff spot in the AFC. And now here they are, about to walk out Baltimore if they could, just hold on to this lead. And they're honestly the hottest team in the league right now. They are the hottest team in the playoffs. The Chiefs and the Texans, whoever wins that game tomorrow might be happy to host the game. But you're going up against the hottest team in the playoffs. And that's one of the things that matter the most and what I love about the NFL this year. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. If you can't win in the postseason, you're just there. It doesn't matter. The Ravens are proof of that. They're 14-2, the best record in the league. But they couldn't do anything to save their lives in this game. And that's why they're about to get knocked out. Next week is going to be the same thing. This reminds me a lot of the Giants wildcard run back in 2011, 15-1 Packers against a 9-7 Giants team. This is a 14-2 Ravens against a 9-7 Titans team. Both of them had to fight for their playoff spot. Both of them gone in severe underdogs. Nobody thought anything. I'm not saying the Titans are going to win the Super Bowl, but right now they're certainly my favorite pick, and it's all because of the amount of momentum behind them, the hype behind them right now. When a team gets to a certain point of belief in themselves, they're damn near unstoppable. And after this game, I can believe that the Titans have reached that point. Their general manager did a great job. Their coaching staff and coaches did a great job. By far, their players did a great job. this team could run through the playoffs and run to the Super Bowl and win it. I am a big believer of that, but at the same time, they could get knocked out next week. We'll see what happens, but this would be a great story and just honestly a great NFL postseason if that was it. The Titans never won a Super Bowl before. They went to one that they lost by 1 yard. A great redemption story, and a great, for any doubters out there that think that the NFL is very repetitive. Well, here's a team that hasn't ever won a Super Bowl and hasn't been to one in almost 20 years, about to go to it, you know what I'm saying? And I can't stress how impressed I am with them. I'm not even really going to talk about the Ravens that much. It's just disappointment. And they all choked, not just Lamar, not just the receivers and the tight ends continuously dropping passes. Everybody. The defense choked. Harbaugh choked. He looked like he didn't know what to do. And yep, everybody started clapping. The Tennessee Titans going to the AFC Championship. And I cannot say how impressed I am with them. And I am believing in them. Remember the Titans. Because we're going to remember, even if they don't go to Super Bowl, we're going to remember this playoff run that they had. Very, very impressive. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Put your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Until next time, I'm out. Yeah.